ACT, you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Dana J, prima donna news, I don't even want to see it. Just take the time.
Disgraced R&B star R. Kelly.
For a new trial, Kelly's lawyers claim that a key witness lied under oath in last year's federal trial here in Chicago. Attorneys say the accuser, known as Jane, testified that she had not decided whether she would seek restitution from the singer. However, Kelly's lawyers claim that Jane had already hired a legal team seeking a $13 million payout if Kelly was found guilty. A federal judge will now decide whether to grant a new trial. Kelly was convicted of child pornography and expected to be sentenced this month.
Of the terrible decision-making of her mom, and in my opinion, the unfortunate continuing allegiance to Robert. As the youngest of the group, and all I've ever known was family and community, so I operated from that space from the beginning of my career, by bringing them in to show them that it was not just about me, but about us getting this record deal that I was about to get. We were a gospel group just years prior, so me thinking about them for them was partly programmed in me, all I knew. Again, because Robert was given the opportunity to have his own imprint record label, I introduced my sister, my brother-in-law, and my niece to Robert at CRC Studios in '97 in hopes of landing my niece a career as an artist in this industry. Not a concert, as she testified. I didn't stop there. I asked Robert to check out my brother-in-law, who played the guitar, and other family members in hopes he'd assist them with their musical careers as well. I'm saying this again to say not all that you heard yesterday from my niece is true. I don't want to hinder this legal process, I don't, but to testify that I had my niece sit on Robert's lap and rub his head and have her ask him to be her godfather is an absolute fucking lie. Another lie. Robert and I were never in a romantic relationship. Never. To show you sabotage is a highly priority within them. If Robert and I were in a romantic relationship, you and your mom was cool allowing you to start a relationship with him? Again, no right answers for their actions. This journey of mine, I started with the greatest of intentions, and all I've gotten from it is hell. This is not how we were raised, and it has fucked up family names, relationships, and the death, allegedly. Enough is enough. I've endured being not believed before, so my niece's false statements don't bother me as much as her mindset and willingness to tell the lie. So this is all I'm going to say regarding her and her mother, unless I have to.
Now, it doesn't take a genius to recognize that the things that Jennifer Bonjean is putting in her motions is obviously to put on record. So with that being said, if we know the history of these judicial systems and how they really don't want to admit when they messed up, and all the information we have put on public display that will give you insight to not only this key witness perjuring herself under oath, but how this whole case fell apart from them trying to paint this narrative that Robert Kelly bought his first so-called acquittal appeal, and everybody overlooking that I specifically said that this whole state case was brought about just to rehatch that same trial and bring all these new allegations to give them validity and skip how when once these dominoes start falling, all of their stories, all of their narratives will fall apart at the base at how they coerce these individuals to cooperate with their case, give them whatever they needed to accommodate their testimonies, as people so fueled by hate overlook all the corruption that I have said time and time again will eventually free this man, regardless of how long it takes, no matter how many videos these individuals make talking about he's never getting out. I can bring you case after case that can give you exactly these type of corruption and misconduct that we saw within this case that, as I said, is going to overturn the lies they have put on court dockets. Now, I know it must suck to realize a lot of these people on these platforms are only playing with your intelligence and your emotions, but at the end of the day, as I have calm and collectively tried to explain to some of these fanatics, some things are not going to be able to be counteracted until it's put on court docket, especially if you're not putting in the work to get the right witnesses on the stand while the trial is going on. So the fact that all of this is played out, nobody wanted to get these key witnesses that could have stopped all this shit that's going down on the stand, yet there's ample information available to the public that would show you how these witnesses perjured themselves. It should be no surprise why it's no surprise to us the response the judge gave that showed us he had no intention on overturning the conviction through their courts. Now, as I just said, we'll wait for the appeal.
Cookie, I'm a cookie monster. Break your back, crack it open like a lobster.